10 ways to connect with absolutely anyone you meet. Welcome to Getting Better Daily. Our ability to empathize, relate to one another, and communicate our thoughts and ideas is what sets us apart and makes us uniquely human. We naturally seek deeper association with people as a way of identifying and better understanding others and ourselves. But the truth is, it's not always easy to make those connections. I don't care what your goals, industry, or interests are, there's no getting around it. Personal relationships run the world. But why is it that some people seem to build instant rapport with almost anyone they come across, while others are left with a network of one? Regardless of status or fame, people are people, and the pillars of making a connection with another person are always the same. Whether applied to your next door neighbor, one of the world's biggest celebrity, or even the cute girl sitting at the bar, the bonds we create are keys to building our businesses and create full and happy lives. However, in a world full of distractions, it can be hard to build friendships, especially when we have limited time. Here are 10 ways you can begin to build deeper connections with anyone you meet. Number 1, pay attention. When someone is talking to you, it's important that you really focus on what they are saying and pay attention to the details they give. You can learn so much about someone by just really listening to them and noticing both their verbal and non-verbal communications. It's nearly impossible to genuinely offer help if you don't pay attention. I mean real attention, not just what business they started or what sport they like. Do your research by reading blog posts, books, and articles about the connection beforehand. Learn about their backgrounds and passion. Invest genuine time in learning what really matters to them and how you can help them. Checking your phone or scanning the room to see who to talk to next is rude and dismissive and shows that you don't really care what the other person is saying. Make eye contact, ask questions, focus on getting to know the other person, even if you only have limited time to talk. Number 2, make a good impression. Body language is ultimately tied to how others perceive you and their first impression of you. The saying, you only have one chance to make a first impression, holds true in many situations, from job interviews to sales calls. How you hold yourself, your posture, and your facial expressions are clues others will look at to appraise what type of person you are and whether you are approachable and likable. Be aware of your expressions, tone of voice, and gestures. Do you make eye contact throughout a conversation, indicating interest, or do you keep your arm folded in front of you, forming a barrier? Remember that non-verbal communication is just as important as the words we use. Number 3, what's my name? Not everyone is gifted at putting names to faces, and it can be particularly difficult to remember names if you are in social settings where you meet a lot of people in a short amount of time. But remembering people's name and being able to address them directly will instantly make them feel acknowledged and welcome. When you meet people for the first time, try saying their name several times during your conversation and introducing them to others. For example, nice to meet you, Larry. Have you met Ben? The more times you say their name, the easier it will be to remember it. Ask people about themselves. What are their hobbies or pastimes? Find something that will help lock their name into your memory bank. Try to think of something funny or memorable to associate with them. Number 4, have a connection story. Make yourself memorable by having a story about yourself that gives insights into who you are and what you are about. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, come up with a narrative about why this is important to you and what experiences have fulfilled your desires and life goals. Your connection story should be specific and include a series of events as well as other people. It should be meaningful and give people a window into your beliefs and motivation. It should also make others feel comfortable sharing their stories with you. Use storytelling to give people a glimpse into what you are about and what you believe. Stories capture people's attention more than rattling off dry facts and information. Number 5, add value. Find ways to make yourself invaluable and people will appreciate you. Being of service to others, even in small ways, is a great way to connect. Even the biggest and the most powerful people in the world have something they would like help with. Too many people never reach out to those above them due to the fear that they wouldn't be able to offer anything in return. But you have more to offer than you realize. Write an article or blog post about them. Share their projects with your community. Offer to spread their message through a video interview with them. Give real thoughts to who you could connect them with to benefit their goals. If it turns out you can't be that helpful, the gesture alone will stand out. Maybe you have a tip on a job that will be coming open, or maybe you know someone who is looking for services they offer. It could be something as small as lending them a book or telling them about a great TED Talk or YouTube video on a topic they are interested in. Learn to embrace generosity and you will make yourself and others more successful. Number 6. Spark interest with conversation piece. Sometimes, all it takes to stand out in the crowd is showing off your unique fashion style. Do you have a signature color you like to wear, a fondness for Hawaiian shirts, or perhaps you like wearing Converse sneakers with your dress pants? Wearing something that can be a conversation starter will help you seem both approachable and unique. However, make sure that you aren't opening yourself to the butt of jokes or turning people off with something potentially offensive. Think of this as a chance to show a little flair, help you stand out from the crowd, and put a smile on people's faces. The idea is that a little prep work will help you feel confident and relaxed so you can have a fluid conversation. Before you go to a social function or networking event, come up with 3 open-ended or thought-provoking questions to help you keep conversations moving. Make sure they aren't too invasive or personal. However, they should be deep enough to make the person think about their response. A more meaningful and deep conversation will make you more memorable and help others feel a connection to you. Number 7. Be open to learning. As great as it is to share your life experiences, you should remember no one likes a know-it-all. We all have ideas, beliefs, and goals. Be willing to share a bit of yourself, who you are and what you believe in, and others will naturally be curious and want to engage you. Have you lived an interesting life, or are you passionate about a cause? People will find you more interesting and memorable if they know more about your experience and what makes you tick. This doesn't mean you should monopolize conversations. Be careful not to prolificate or lecture others on a cause or issue you care about. Simply embrace your passion and share them with others. It may be a great way to engage in deep conversations or friendly debates. Always be open to hearing other people's ideas and stories. Share the stage and resist the urge to always try to one-up someone with your knowledge or expertise. You can break down walls by hearing what someone has to say. Chances are you don't actually know everything, and being open to hearing another point of view will shed light on something new. Number 8. Do your research. If you find that having off-the-cuff conversations make your palms sweat and prompt you to run for the door, consider doing a little groundwork ahead of time. Thinking through some questions to ask people will help put your mind at ease and elevate anxiety. Before meeting someone new, whether it's a potential employee or a new client, do your homework. Know who you are meeting, what he cares about, and what he might need from you. Show that you understand the problem the other person is trying to solve and how your skill puts you in a position to help. It's impossible to genuinely offer help if you don't pay attention. I mean real attention. And not just what businesses they started or what sport they like. Do your research by reading blog posts, books, and articles about the connection beforehand. Learn about their backgrounds and passion. Invest genuine time in learning what really matters to them and how you can help. Number 9. Show you care. Being genuine and showing empathy and kindness will never go out of style and cost you absolutely nothing. Show your gratitude to others by saying thank you and being grateful to those who help you. You can start building deeper connections with people simply by showing your human side. All of the above are simple yet sadly underused ways of standing out. Send them birthday cards. Send them your family Christmas cards. Be genuinely helpful. You will be surprised how the simplest things actually never gets done. If you are uplifting, positive, and show common courtesy to those around you, You will begin building bonds that go beyond business. Never underestimate the power of real friendship. Number 10. Modulate your pitch and tone of voice. A high-pitched tone of voice can make you seem childish or nervous, especially if you tend to uptalk or use a rising inflection at the end of your sentences. In fact, it has been shown that people perceive those who have a rising intonation as less knowledgeable, no matter what they are actually saying. Not sure if you are guilty of this? Try practicing your presentation or recording yourself reading aloud. You will be surprised at how different you sound to others versus in your own head. On the other hand, faster speakers are considered to be more confident. However, even if you are talking fast, be sure to avoid fillers like ah, or like, and other similar phrases whenever possible, as it shows hesitation. Remember, effective body language goes beyond standing up straight and having a firm handshake, although those things are definitely important too. When you are meeting someone for the first time, keep your posture open. Don't tightly cross your arm or leg. Don't ball your hand into a fist, and don't hunch over in your seat. Lean in when you talk to show you are actively listening and engage in the conversation. Don't be afraid to take up some space at the table either. If you normally use your hand gestures or move around to communicate, don't hold back. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notification to get notified anytime we drop a new video. Keep getting better and have a nice day.